Alright, so do I have what I need? I need I need another color. That's critical. This is, I don't remember if it's corn then Mephiston or Mephiston then corn. I don't need one fan. Dryad, here we go. I mean, I don't need it. It's just my habit. I have habits. My habits are to go up through this ramp. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because I don't know how to do this without doing this. I mean, I do. I just really hate it. Like, if I tried to just directly apply, like, Rakarth Flesh. What's up, Rajar? If I just directly apply this, I hate how it looks. So, we're going to start 2 down from that because I'm a glutton for punishment. So today we're going to try to go through these 3 dudes. Doot. Why is this frozen? I should have 2 rags. So here's the thing that I haven't talked about much either. So I've got this. In previous streams I have called this. What have I called this? The sludge. It's like where I put my brushes whenever they're dirty. Put them in the sludge. Then I got this, which is here, which is just this tiny receptacle. Because from painting everywhere, I'm used to, like, I don't want to have enough water that if I spill it, it's a problem. And this is, like, nearly impossible to spill. And then I'm using this palette. Some of this stuff is, like, in my stupid Amazon blacksmith recommendations. These are specifically from that. So you can get them there if you want some stuff like this. What am I doing? Painting? I don't know if there's something else I was going to show you. Something about rags. Something about paint. So yeah, I mean, I pretty much just go, yo, Dryad bark. This is gonna be too wet. But basically, I'm just trying to get, at the end of the day, well, part of this is, did I, like here I didn't necessarily prime everything. This is too gloopy, but we're just gonna put it on and smooth it around. And we're gonna start with parts that nobody can see anyway. So there's too much water in my brush. I got too much paint on it. But who cares? We're gonna get these 3 dudes done. Basically, at the end of the day, like I was about to say, the let's see, should I maybe paint on screen? Like the backs of the knees, like all of the flexy parts are gonna be kind of this color at the end of it. So I mean, I pretty much just kind of paint the whole guy brown because I don't know. Just because that's what I do. I don't know. Wasted time. I should probably make sure I don't have myself open in a thing. Let me get some more paint out of my palette. Up in here. And then come back to it when I've got most of this done. Boop, 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 da boop, boop. Could I have just sprayed him Dryad bark? No, because they don't make that. Hornfang brown they did for a while. And then again, I really trust the Citadel, or the Chaos Black, like a lot. Let me make sure. Let's see, where's it? Because I hear myself, and I don't know if I hear myself from me or from someplace else. Go around again. I don't care. Let's get a little more paint. Even though I shouldn't yet, because I should try and make sure that I'm getting the paint out of all of the recesses on that other guy. But for now, I'm just going to load this dude up. I don't know. I mean, there's 3 of these dudes. That's all I have in my army is these 3. I don't know that I'm going to go any more. These are the first Indomitus guys that aren't Necrons that I put together. Scotty D was kind enough to help me out last night when I was assembling them with sending me a picture of his assembly instructions. That was super cool and very helpful. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, what I'm doing right now is probably terrifying to people. But we're going to go back to this. And since it's so, I mean, it's still pretty thin. So, you know, where it seemed like it was extra, you know, glooped on, when the water evaporates, it kind of tightens up anyway. So, I keep smacking myself in the face with my paintbrush. There you go, Red Jar. Did I leave the focus on? I might have left the focus on. No, I turned it off. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'll find out later. It's huge. I don't really need to cover again. Like, so a lot of this, I don't know. Where's the other third guy? Is there anything that's super bad looking where I need to make sure that I got the paint out of there? Oh, well, it looks fine. And then we go to Steel Legion Drab. And don't clean the brush. And grab some paint. And just mix it. Because this is what I do. This is probably still, like, if I could probably squeeze water out of here, maybe? No, okay, so it's not. So there's the, there we go. That's the, there's the little bubbly. 2 quick swipes just to get rid of any glump. And then I'm just gonna go. So this is probably 60% Dryad, maybe, at this point. This is, since I'm using this brush, and what I'm doing, I don't think, I can't talk right now, yo. So, again, we're just getting we're doing a lighting pass now, basically. So as I start doing this, as you've seen before, I'm kind of just dragging down and or just kind of stippling. So let's get another. So what I want to try and do is I want to try and get through all three of these dudes with the same brush load, so that the paint is consistent. Because I don't want to have to keep mixing. Because I wasn't paying any attention. I just got some Steel Legion drab and whatever. Whatever Dryad bark was still left on the brush, and what little was in the thing. Let's try and get one more. Down, 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 down. Okay, we got a minute left. So, I don't know. I could try and avoid the face for the most part. And basically, this is... Oh, that's Dryad again. I'm basically going to do this like 3 times. Just kind of keep mixing... It's Mornfang. Keep mixing more and more Steel Legion drab into it. So that's pure Steel Legion drab, and then just if I keep going with what's on my brush, you know, now it's 60-40 drab, right? Right, so again, the areas that, you know, I'm gonna want this to be kind of more pure drab eventually are the parts where I'm gonna hit this first. So I don't think there's anything on the gun. I don't know. I mean, this is all a lot of work for this. The backs of the legs are actually all going to be, for the most part. I guess the heels I'm leaving. Was it? Oh, that was the bot that I heard say things. Let us Stream Raiders. Cool, cool. Let's go back to painting. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell. Let's see. Well, this guy's brighter in general, so I should probably try and match that. So we're going from like Hershey's chocolate to like Dove chocolate. I don't know if that makes any sense or is even remotely accurate. But you can see like these two guys are more done than that guy because I haven't done that guy yet. Let me get the rest of this paint, which is probably not going to be enough. Grab a little bit more. At this point, I'm going to take the back of my brush. I'm going to stick it in the water. Don't worry, that's just paint. It's on the bottom of it. I don't have super gross water. I'm getting a little bit of water on this because, again, I'm not dry brushing. I'm not dry brushing. Not dry brushing. Why would I do that? Dry brushing is for people who are not cool or something. But again, just kind of like putting it in the places that I want to end up being the brightest. I will be stab blending this in a moment. Get the tops of the things, because I'm basically doing this because I have too much paint on my brush. That's what's happening right now. These are going to be red, so I'm going to ignore them for now. Boop. I'm not worried about hitting things that I'm going to do red. I'm not worried about it. I'm just trying to conserve paint when I don't need to. Okay, so now I'll start hitting it a little bit harder. Try and get here on the chest, because that's the place we're going to look. This is going to be brown and red, so I'm going to avoid that. And I don't need to avoid stuff too much. There's a little paint glob there. So I mean, at this point, it's probably like this is probably a good Minotaur's, you know, paint scheme or something. I don't know. Are the backs of the legs too? No. So the thighs I'm keeping bony. I mean, these guys aren't necessarily perfect. Yeah, okay. So I'll just stab at the boop 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 boop. Gets paint in there. Boop 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 boop. Just so it doesn't look unpainted, right? I have exerted effort. There's too much paint on here right now, because like what I want to do, like at this point with the amount of paint that I have, I could dry brush the brown on the helmet, oh, actually he's got face stuff, so we'll do that. Yeah. Ooh, barrel. This thing? I don't know what's gonna be. Hello, Caveman. How are you? How you doing? That's a cool name. I am just trying to crank through these three dudes to get them up to the level of these. Well, not this guy. He's extra special, but like up to where kind of these guys are at. So I was going to guess that you have Procreate questions. Oh, these cables I'm gonna dry brush a little bit. What else is gonna be that brown? I don't know. And then I don't know. I think everybody just goes red with the Meltas, right? Teach the boy to play frisbee. Sure, I can try. Yeah. I don't like going outside, and then we're touching things and then throwing it to other people so they can touch it, and then throwing it back so that we can touch it again. Ah. But sure, yeah. I mean, that sounds like a fun thing, and we haven't gone out and thrown for a while. I can probably get enough exercise to shove all of the blood into my fingertips and have them burst by trying to throw too hard without having done it for 6 years. There's also, let's see, between us there is a frisbee golf course, and we have lots of discs. Yeah, we don't need to wear gloves. Just don't touch your face, and you know, or whatever. I mean, I'm not actually that paranoid about it. I'm just saying it's fun. But yeah, there's a couple frisbee golf courses or disc golf courses as well. Do we go up to Rackhearth now? I'm gonna do one more quick drab. Just to make sure that we get closer to kind of 100%. See, like that's still, we're still only like 2 colors in, and that's a big old highlight off of off of that. Had glitter in there somehow. How did glitter get in here? So now I'm being more selective with the pressure. So it's still not like dry brush, really. It's still kind of overbrushing, but I'm just being careful. And again, this is with these are base paints. So so there's more pigment, right? Yo. I'm just trying to make sure that I don't have anything that's like super dark. I don't know. A little bit more. Okay, a little bit, tiny bit of water. Boop. Basically, like part of the reason for the water is just to get a little bit in there, so that like the, I don't know, the belly or whatever, just so that this doesn't just dry out and become a stick. While we're using it. So just a little bit. I'm just gonna shove that all up in there. Again, let's see who's up. This is gonna be red, so I don't need to, you know, worry about it kind of either way. And then I'm gonna go Rakarth Flesh off the top of this, but basically I just need to make sure that we're getting that ramp from Rakarth all the way down to, like, we're not just covering up everything every time. I don't know, because like you can do all of this work and it can totally be wasted because you just keep covering it up again. So that's a thing. And like right now it's kind of subtle what's happening anyway, so I should just shut up and move up to the next color. Yeah. So now we're gonna start introducing Rakarth Flesh. This stuff. Rakarth likes to separate a lot. That's why I've got an agitator in it. So that's kind of a lot of paint. So usually what I'll try and do is like stick it someplace, and then mix this up. I got some that might be almost too much, but mainly like right now is making sure that I don't have two different colors of paint on my brush, that it's blended enough that it's all kind of the same thing. The fact that the brush, these bristles are like sticking together, shows that there's enough paint on there to do that. And again, it's just kind of like avoiding. See, right now, actually, it's right between paint and dry brush. I need a little bit of water. A little bit of water. Because I do need it to go on the model without me pushing too hard. And then I'm not super worried about the. It's not. I need more water. I think this is that delicate, like, paint versus dry kind of moment where I'm still trying to put on, still trying to like edge. There we go. And I don't know, like at this point too, just like the stippling kind of really works, because it lets me get more pressure with less water while still not having, you know, it be chalky. right? I want to get the heels a little bit because they're gonna stay. The backpack tends to get pretty dark, so part of this is like with the, I don't know, I'm not gonna stop what I'm doing to show that right now, but like this is, it's so subtle. It's so subtle. Is it even worth doing it? Shouldn't I just slather it with Rakarth flesh to begin with? I don't know. But it's basically just kind of hitting the stuff with, you know, moving up a little bit. A little more pressure, a little less pressure. I don't know. I need more water and more paint. So now that I'm mixing paint again, so either, I don't know. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to grab a little bit of Steel Legion Drab to mix in with this because I'm still at this middle part where I don't want to, I haven't done all three of them yet. So let's quickly get the shoulder pads, the top here, the gorget. Let's move to this guy. Boop. Sorry for bonking the camera. Hey Caveman, if you're still around, did you get a stream avatar yet? I can help you out with that. So all I did was I just kind of got more water. So it's more painty. I should check all the backpacks. Yes. This is enormous. Cool. All right, so at this point, I don't know if I want to. Let's see. This is still a little dark up at the top. I'm gonna go to Rakarth again. We're gonna go maybe 2 more passes with Rakarth. Get a little bit of water. Little tiny bits of water. And then Rakarth. So now we got, you know, this mess. Which is actually too wet for me to go in, because I'm going to put a big streak in there if I go there. Right now I'm just going to go edging these areas. And we'll blend the shoulder pads later. I'm gonna hit all the top stuff first. I'm off screen, sorry. It's a little dusty, a little chalky looking. Not too worried about it. I'm gonna get a little bit more water. 1 tiny little dab. 2 tiny little dabs. The key thing is that I'm not putting my brush back in the water, because if I do that, capillary action is just going to pull all kinds of water up into my brush and give me too much. And I don't want too much. I want Goldilocks. Yo. Okay, so now and get in there. So, like, again, this is sort of still kind of like lighting. See, I mean, like, could I have done this just by, I don't know, expending less effort? Maybe. But I think it looks, I mean, there's a lot of nice subtle gradients in there, I think. I don't know. I don't know. It's just what I do, you know. This is like how to not commit 101. Just kind of smudge your way up into highlights. And if I just get a little bit more water, it'll reactivate the paint that's there. I'm just gonna jab down. Where are we at? So, oops, see that? That's why I go through all this trouble, is to avoid stuff like that. That's fine. It's fine. We're gonna wash that anyway later. But like, that's one of the nice things about, you know, when you work up through these colors, you avoid the streakiness. And you get a nice, like at this point, I don't know. It's brush is still moist, but like, but it's basically dry brushing. You can tell, like, whenever I'm actually dry brushing, like there are clouds of powder coming off of my brush. And at this point too, maybe we do kind of like do a little bit of that kind of over everything. Boop. Even though we're going to cover this with red. Especially, I mean, so like some of this stuff is similar to like just, you know, when you do Zenith stuff, and then use like a transparent glaze. It's kind of a similar workflow, meaning that by doing this, you are seeing this. Okay, so now, basically, here's the deal. You know me, I love big brushes. I've gotten to this point. There really isn't much more that I can do with this enormous brush. There kind of is. Like I could do the reds, but basically now that we are 39 minutes into the stream, I will throw this into the sludge, which is just clean water right now. And I will move down a brush. But so here's where we're at, like half an hour in. They're pretty consistent. Not super. So we're gonna put red on them now. Now the only thing here, I think corn is right. Like I didn't look it up. Let's do that real quick. So we'll call that like half an hour. I'm gonna go over, put out some stupid stuff in Loop Hero for no good reason, because I'm not gonna be paying enough attention to it to do anything cool. Suburbs. Village? There ain't no village. Put on a ring. I only have one ring. I've gone around twice. Kind of lameness. Wheat field. I don't know. Forest. Here. Thicket. Wherever. Okay, go around again. All right. So I was gonna look at the Citadel Color app because I don't remember things, and my paints keep walking away. I think this is the right thing to do. Red. Is there just a... Hold on, isn't there like just a paint by model, Citadel color system basing advanced colors by projects, inventory and wish list? Red? And I want base, red base. Oh, it doesn't... That'd be nice though. It's only giving... So Mephiston... Okay, corn. Good, good. Corn is... Ooh, Galvorback is even darker. So, like this guy, it's interesting that he's part of this other group that I did, and I guess I forgot to highlight his stuff, and I think I might have started with purple on those dudes because I couldn't find my corn. Now what I usually do, so like if I want this to basically be corn red, I'm gonna go ahead and use this brush, even though it's probably bigger. I don't know. It's basically what I do when I decide to use a brush. Like this, I need to both do big swaths of stuff like this, and the backs of the legs. I don't know. This maybe I should have a better brush, but I think I'm gonna use this one anyway because I'm gonna be an idiot. I'm gonna be stubborn because that's a choice. Being stubborn is a choice. So I'm gonna grab Dryad Bark, and I'm gonna grab Corn Red, and this is too thin, probably. Although that's more the reason to use it on the the guns. Maybe because when it's wet and thinner, that kind of dry brushy stuff will show through a little bit. So I don't know. I don't know how much red I want to. Like, do I also include this frame? Do I also include the pumpy thingy? What do I do with these guys? The front? I don't know. I never know. Never know. In general, though, too, you should paint back to front, which I'm not doing. Kind of painting this outer thing first. Meaning, like, when I go to paint this cylinder in here, if I do paint anything in there, it will undoubtedly get on this red that I've already painted. So you just try to avoid. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make these red, because why not? Even though it's not Promethium, maybe it should be blue, but it's not plasma. I don't know. I don't know. And so also when it's like wet like this. Yeah. Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
Just stopping by.
Oh, wait, what? Were you saying? I didn't know you meant like now.
No, not now. Just stopping by.
Okay, hi.
Good paintings.
Thank you.
Love you, bye.
Bye. So, I'm gonna stick to the gun stuff first. I got a little bit of slop there. Don't care. It's on the backside. Uh, um, because this is the part where I need it to be like just slopping red on that fuel cell is like not a problem. What was okay? We got 2 minutes. Okay, that's eh. And then from the top, I'm gonna have to check on those other guys. So from here, we've got like that. We got this. So now that I've got this thin enough, not thin enough, um, and enough of the paint has gone out of the brush that it's safe for me to work in here without filling this up with paint. Yeah, I mean this should probably be, maybe it should probably be Galvor back. That was oops. Don't care. Then these. So actually, aside from like the gun parts, I should probably hit these vents, and then make like the edges of the circle on the backpack. Those are probably the areas. I'm not going to do this right now because my brush is all splayed out. A little bit of water. Boop. I mean, one day maybe I'll use a wet palette. Boop, 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 boop. So here's another thing, right? I'm trying to get in here on this part of the frame. Like, literally just go like, boom, and go across. Go ahead and get it on this top part, right? Who cares? That's easy to paint. That's easy to fix. Just about, just get the paint where it needs to be. This brush is too crazy for that area. The backs of the legs are okay. Doodaloo. Pretty sure I went straight across on these other guys. Let me check this, and then I will hit the thing. Oh, that he doesn't. He's got those doody dooders. What do these guys do? Interesting. Why does this guy have an extra set of... What's up with him? Okay, the heavy... Okay. Oh, the heavy guy. I don't know. It's like the Eradicator still got an extra cuff thing. Let's see. Because the smaller brush, the paint is drying. Wah, stuff, things. Stream Raiders. Main cam. So this thingy here, the top, I think. Need more water. So yeah, I mean, like when I base coat and stuff, I use a decent amount. Like that'll clean up okay. I don't care. The kind of ears as well. This brush is raggedy. But I mean, as you watch me, I mean, I made some mistakes there. But for the most part, like my eyesight isn't super a factor, and how steady my hands are is not really a factor. Because what I do for the most part, what I try to do is eliminate me having to try hard for anything. So like you can see that I'm basically perpendicular or parallel. I guess I'm parallel. I'm perpendicular to what you would normally do, and I'm parallel with the surface. And again, I'm using bases, and they dry super quick. So, like, I'm not worried about smudging paint. That's part of why I don't use a handle. Is that I don't know. I feel like bases are pretty durable and stuff. Man, I'm having to get. See, this is using smaller brushes. You have to like keep getting paint. It's so stupid. Hate getting paint. I might actually have to rinse this brush in a minute because it's a little stiff. It makes me unhappy. I realize I picked up a different guy. It's fine. And like, I skipped. I need more water. I don't like having more water. So the thing is, though, like again with water, I'm actually gonna dip my brush in. Look, see what happened? See what happened? Now my water's dirty. Because normally I would dip into the brush goes into the sludge, not into the water that's here, and this water never gets dirty. Because I'm not just constantly putting paint in it. Gross. People in their paint. Getting their paint water dirty all the time. I don't know what these pouches. There's a bunch of stuff on here that I don't know what colors I'm gonna end up doing. These guys are a different sculpt than I am used to. Boop. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So yeah, I'm just kind of like lightly hitting the edges around this stuff. Fortunately for me, the trim and the wax is the same color. Right here, it's a little trickier because I do care about getting the inside of that. Well, hello. Hi, Sarah Graham. How you doing? This here. Oh, let's make sure I don't miss the inside ankles because that's a very easy thing to do. And my brush supports it right now. Oh, and then elbow pads, which for these guys. Okay, so these dudes I didn't like. There's the disc there. I haven't been doing the discs. It's only the elbow pads, which is weird. Sarah, you're just going to use the Alubrije forever, right? Do you want the cold snap? Because I can gift it to you if you want to ever use it. Oh, and I guess these, I should go sideways a little bit with this. To match the other stuff. The top of his helmet is red. So anyway, by going down to a darker red for the first base coat, I'm then basically highlighting the main color with itself. is what I was getting to earlier. Cool. Oh, this top part. It's great. It's great. Boom 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 boom. All right. I'm almost done with this dumb dryad bark. I need to get some of that Forge World paint. Because I bet it's like the perfect thing for me. I'm still kind of mixing, and I'm getting more water in it. Yes, wet palettes are a thing. But I'm using so little paint, like, at each time. It's not like this is a very carefully ratioed specific color that I want to not run out of. It's basically like 50-50 dryad and corn right now. Elbows, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. The back of it. So right here, I'm doing what I would normally not do, and painting like you would see in a normal person paint. So there being, you know, careful matters. But again, like, so when you're doing that, you do need like the viscosity and everything else to be like right. That's why people want, you know, the thin paint and everything. But when you're going sideways, you just kind of keep hitting it until you got enough stuff laid down that it finally is thick enough or whatever. I don't know about the cells on everything. Let's see. What do we got? Backs of the legs. Ankles. Nope. Let's see, I missed it. And that can just be darker in there. Because he's got shadows. I tell you what. What is it? I'll have you know. A little more paint. What was I even doing? I think it was these vents. This is probably going to be red. And I don't know if the inner... What did I do the inner shoulder pad as? I'll look later. Let's try and use up the paint that I have now. He's kind of okay. Let go. Stop it. Oh, this needs a diagonal. Whoop. This whole leg's missing everything. Oops, I got it on the heel. That's easy enough to fix later. This hatch. I feel like I've been doing an okay job of keeping things on camera once I recognized my errors earlier. And in focus. Good for me. This I need more water to get. So it's a danger zone. Because if it's too wet, and I get it on the wrong spot, it'll just spread everywhere. I wonder if there's anything I should do about, because like this lamp is really warm too, so that precipitates precipitates. It's a weird term to use when you're talking about evaporation. It makes my paint. I was using that because like it's one of the quotes from Snatch. And they're in the bar. And one guy's got a replica. One's got a Desert Eagle .50. Oh, hey, let's like actually get this. Missed that. I don't know, because like I took a little bit of time for Loop Hero. I took a little bit of time for Stream Raiders. This needs a diagonal, which we can fix later. Elbow. I'm running out of paint. I don't like it. This maybe? I don't know. One guy, two guys. Okay, two guys have it. That means that's it. I made a call. Vents. Thingy. This is a little sloppy, but I'm not gonna worry about it too much. Need the top there. I'm gonna ignore that for now because that's gonna be super, like, since it's very at the top, I'm gonna be hitting that with just the normal color anyway. The thing is, I'm gonna end up covering almost all of this. I need this diagonal. There's also the I'm just like stipple in a big splurp. I'm gonna ignore that. Ankles. Nope. Dang it. I need more paint. I need more stupid paint. Boop. A little, well, shake. Get a little dab out of the lid. Close the pot. Put the stuff down. Shake. Grab a little dab out of the lid. Close the pot. Mix. I mean, now I guess I might as well hit the top of this thing, I guess. Boop. Is there anything else that's super... is this guy's foot? Whose foot was this guy? I might need more water. Maybe not. That seems to be working okay. Because like, and there's one of those cases where like, that is where I do want it more wet because I'm like just kind of slopping the paint in there. Doop. Gun. Helmet's okay for now. I don't know if, I guess I can, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to do it. These shouldn't be red, really. But it fits the rest of the motif of everybody else. The paradigm. We got grill. So this circle around there, I'm not gonna worry about it, but it needs to be red later. Pouches and stuff. Who knows? All right, here we go into the sludge. What do we got? 13 minutes. Where'd my drink go? I don't think I finished it. Did it fall? I put it on the bed. That's a good place for it. So we are an hour in. We have done 5 coats. And it's an RN with, like, you know, other stuff. I mean, they're... Like, at one level, these guys are basically just base coated. I don't know. I go through all this extra work when, like, could I have just, like, spray painted them Wraithbone and then dunked them in, like, brown contrast? Maybe. Maybe. But I've got it on record in the VOD that I spent this time doing all this stupid stuff. So that... Now, I might go back to that brush because on the corn red... Where's this guy? So this guy also, I might do him a little bit. This guy maybe too, I don't know. Also, I mean, like, the thing is, right? This army, this is a 1,000 point, this is a 1,000 point 40k army. So, like, this guy on the light pole, he is pretty much like the top bar right now. His lenses aren't done, and he needs a couple more details, but, like, the bone in his armor is the right color and stuff. But basically, I was just fine, you know, I was fine just continuing to just keep painting stuff to 75% done for forever. But I decided to put a bow on some of this stuff. So I'm going to bring this as a cohesive force to a 1,000 point army dealio. So let's... so the reason I would go back to this brush is because now we're going to use less water, and we're going to do the same, you know, we're going to do the lighting on these reds and stuff. So the bigger brush is better for that. But I also need to do all the small stuff. So maybe I'll start with it. Now again, I threw it into the sludge again, which is clean. Today it's clean. The other day I like put something in, I pulled it out, and it was like there was a string that went back to the thing. I'm like, okay, I need to wash this pot out. It was delicious. So this is just straight corn red at this point, which might be not a good idea. Might not be a good idea. I'm gonna get a little bit of dryad bark, just a little, he says, and then gets a whole lot. But this is brighter than that, right? Maybe I'll get a little bit more corn red. I'm gonna try and work fast with this too. I've got a little bit of water here I can grab if I want. Sorry. And this is like super loaded up with paint. Alright, so do we start with this guy? Because he's a chump. He's been sitting in the background. So this is darker than I expected it to be. On these guys, I was like trying to be fancy and only doing the inside of the thing red. That's stupid. That ends now. These guys need some more washes. Oh, but see, he was also there. Like, this is brighter. So boom, boom, there. Top of the head, top of the shoulder pad. So, I want more water. I don't like it. I don't like more water, but at the top of the gun. top, top, slide, top, 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 top. I don't know. This could... It's not like I'm not going to go further down on it, too. Everybody doing okay? Not that your chat's not quieter than normal, but which is totally fine because basically tonight I don't know how long I'm going to be on. It might not be 3 hours. Dinner I was not feeling well, so I think I just need to like guzzle a bunch of water and go to bed. But I wanted to get these 3 dudes partially resolved. Okay, so let's go. What are we doing? Let's hit this again. And again, you can hate me for my mold lines if you want. That is your prerogative. Let's just like drag down those guys, drag down there. I'll go ahead and hit the edges. Like we'll edge this stuff too. So again, this is kind of a lighting pass. I don't know. Then this isn't even fully corn yet. This is still kind of a half and half, or is it half and half? Maybe. So again, this is a huge waste of time because I'm doing some weird, subtle, stupid thing. Oh, I didn't double check all of the elbow pads. I'm like, hey, don't pick up my model so you can see my, mold lines. And I'm also like, well, you can only really appreciate the subtle blending or subtle shading that I did if you pick up the model. Catch 22. Boom. Welcome to my channel. Which is weird because his channel's really quiet. I don't know that it's weird. I was just saying. Like the contrast also. Okay, so I'm not going to switch brushes yet. I'm going to get a little bit of water out of the water thingy. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm going to get some pure corn red. Now, it's not going to be pure because I still have a little bit of that other goop on my brush. And somehow I got corn red all over my hand. It's great. So now this is thick. This is not too thin coats. I do need a little bit more water just to make it not be like oatmeal. Does that make sense? I don't know if oatmeal is the right thing. Sorry for the wobbly camera. Hopefully I turned up the volume on the chat thing from Stream Avatars. That's one of the things I like about Stream Avatars is that I can hear when somebody says something, so that hopefully that's not too loud. But I made that louder. Peanut butter's not bad. That's a good call. Yeah, oatmeal's a little ridiculous. It's not even cream of wheat, much less oatmeal. Peanut butter's not bad. Peanut butter's a good call. It's not heavy cream. It's not yogurt. Like people are always like, oh, your airbrush paint should be the consistency of heavy cream. Like, what does that even mean? Like, unless you're like a baker. I don't know. Maybe normal people know what that is. I think I'm only saying that because somebody at one point made a big deal about heavy cream being a thing that they thought was stupid that people said. And then I'm just trying to be cool by copying it. That's interesting. Did the stream captain bot? Hey Leafy, how you doing? Sorry I missed that earlier. I'm gonna try and clean off the back of my paint pot a little bit. And I'm actually gonna do the sinful dip the tip of my brush actually in the water because I have enough bristle traffic to warrant it. Am I on camera? Oh, yeah. Let's see. Where's my focus? I think I want this to be back a little bit. Get in there. Don't be addicted. I don't know, like especially when they're people skins. People skins. So I like supporting people. And epics are fun. You just need so many potions. I'm out of meat again. That's a thing. Oops. Not gonna worry about that. So that's a big problem with like the way that I did this, right? There's 3 different paint pots blended between here, or shaded between there, whatever. So like if I do make a mistake and I need to go fix it, like I don't know where to start with what color. Oh, nice. I assume Cloud Strife Final Fantasy or like a Cloud, because it's a flying rogue, so it could be like a Cloud Koopa from Mario Kart. Like that would be a... Whoa, what the what? I haven't heard that in a while. Hey Dino, how you doing? How you been? Are the finals and stuff, or are you still schooling? I think we got to go do Stream Raiders. Thank you so much for that sub, sir. Appreciate it. Did your package arrive? I don't remember if it did or not. I didn't double check. Any of that stuff? I just want stuff that I can play with. So my what's up?
You want a mug root beer or mayhaps an ice cream sandwich?
I would soda sounds good. Thanks. Appreciate it. Say hi to chat.
Howdy, peoples.
Wait,
Wait, 1 or 2?
what?
1 or 2 cans?
One's fine, thanks. So yeah, so I would just rather have more guys. It's kind of like when, I don't know, I have opinions based on time spent hobbying and my internal laziness and stuff. Hey, Dace, gosh, I don't know why do I do that all the time. I always second guess the pronunciation of that. Hello, Deja. So I should switch to a smaller brush. For those of you who came in with a raid, this brush Let me grab a. Do you have any familiar size brushes here? Do I have a? Okay, here's a Citadel medium dry brush. Right? So, I mean, this is the equivalent of a tank brush, I guess. That's what I painted these guys with. And this was about, I don't know, it was a little bit more than an hour, probably. I've been live for 2 hours. Thank you. Just sit it next to that. Yeah. So, but I mean, this is like a whole bunch of passes of. It's not like it's got 7 coats of paint on it, but like different transitions of from Dryad Bark through Steel Legion Drab up to Rakarth Flesh. And most of so all of that, all of like the tan stuff or whatever was with the big brush, and then I switched to a smaller brush for the reds, and then I think I'm gonna go. I don't want to use this Citadel one, but anyway, like I use enormous brushes, because I'm too lazy to do otherwise. I haven't used this Treacle brush before, so Treacle is a. Am I gonna ruin this? I've already not taken care of it. I've got a couple stray things. Treacle on the kind of art scene for, I don't want to say lowbrow art, but kinda. The juxtapose kind of high fructose crow. I don't know if anybody else has heard of Treacle. But like, I got this at their booth in Designer Con because I wanted to try out some of their stuff. Now is going to be weird. The weird part of my stream where I actually paint like a normal person. So this is dumb. And now, especially because I'm going to do this, you can all mock me because this is where you can tell I'm doing it wrong. I got fur, a little piece of lint or something. Where do I need to be? But most of everything. This is the first time I'm using like wet paint out of a pot, because the rest of the night has been not really moist paint mixed with darker stuff on my brush. This is weird because I gotta find a place where I can look past my camera. I don't like this. This is not my favorite part of doing things. Leroy Jenkins, the murder goose. We're gonna beat this boss. That's a diagonal. Make sure I hit the tops of these. It's weird because like the camera has a better view than I do right now. It's just dumb. This is one of the things that I talked about all night, is that I try to avoid what's happening right now, is that where there's enough water on my brush that when I end up in an area that I accidentally hit hit like an indent, that it'll just run through the whole thing. I hate it. Yeah, in general, I try to stay to where I'm not in focus. I should just refocus so this isn't stupid. Pardon-moi. Is that good? I think that's good. about there. But yeah, in general, everything up to now has been fast because I've been like not having to do multiple, passes because it's so watered down, and not having to be careful because I'm just using the edges of the brush to paint with instead of the tip of it. Does that make any sense? So like here, I mean, I probably shouldn't do this because I probably need to highlight this. Like, I don't want to bring too much highlight down here, but this is the kind of stuff that I'm talking about, is that, like, using the edge of the brush, right? Because that way it doesn't matter how shaky my hand is. It doesn't matter how good I can see it. I just keep moving closer until, I mean, here's weird because that doesn't count, but like on the top here, right? Like, I can just put it down, and I can just sort of like flick at it until I think it does the thing that I need it to do. It gets a little, sketchier in here where you actually have to be kind of more precise. But like here on the corner, I can just boop, 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 and then I got that corner highlight. So those are my kind of general tips. Is usually, if you want to be faster, like I said, like the rest of the night I was using something, a brush that was like as big as my pinky, and now I'm basically tightening up a little bit. Here, and this is the other thing too, is like I don't really use painting handle and stuff because I usually don't use super wet paint. So and I use the bases more than I use. This is still a base, so it's still high pigment and still dries pretty quick. I'm not going to worry a ton if I get paint where it doesn't go right now, because I can just clean it up later. But I'll do the circle. See, yeah, that's the hard stuff. So, but like here, where you're just like, okay, boop, 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 boop. Just hitting these edges with the side of your brush. That's the good stuff. That's good, easy. You can keep it clean without worrying about, much. I feel like I've held this guy for too long. He's taking up too much of my time. I need to move on to another dude in the squad. So you can just, I don't know, I just don't like having to go back over this. Although, I mean, it is still corn red. So, I mean, I don't know where my Mephiston is. But here's the, I mean, this guy's still really wet. And it'll darken, I guess, a little bit as it dries. Do I need to do anything? I'm good, right? I think I'm caught up with stuff. So Sarah, I wanna for the record, I do understand that is a Doctor Who reference. So I just wanted to make that clear. That I know, like, I know Rory the Centurion. I forget. Somebody was talking recently, and somebody was like, "It's like, Pond did not deserve him," or something, or that. Oh, hey, look at that! I made a big mistake there. I'm gonna try and undo it a little bit. This is not gonna go well because there's like paint on this brush. That's it. That's it. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore because I'm still gonna do another pass, and I'm still gonna highlight and wash that. So we're good. We're good. Dang it. See? That's why I'm making all the mistakes right now. Diagonal from the back. No problem, Meg. Thanks for bringing everybody over. Have a good lurk. I might be going to bed early tonight, so I don't know if I'm going to hang out with Cave later or not. Because I feel like I need rest. But thanks so much. I really appreciate you bringing everybody by. This top ridge, I don't like it. It intimidates me. I'm gonna skip it. Next guy. Boop, 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 boop. Being careful here because capillary action can ruin my day. Ooh, that reminds me. I got a root beer here. Well, I've got like 4 points of contact on this model right now. Trying to keep my hand steady. Diagonal. Let's get the tops of these. On the top of this. Boop. Oh yeah, these. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. See, I'm not sure how long I'm going to go after the boss fight. These three guys are almost playable. Good enough for another photo. And if I don't know where my Mephiston is, that just means that I'm going to go back to Rakarth Flesh, I guess. With a so now here's the thing too. I don't know that I've committed to doing this on other guys. But those latches, like if you can cleanly get stuff like that, I don't know. The inside of the leg is maybe I shouldn't commit to it. If you're not following Meg, follow Meg. I don't know why I didn't do a. I don't have a specific thing from the March of Robots. I should. I might talk to her and find out about what stream avatar thing I can either. Well, at the very least, get her a palette on somebody. All right. So this guy needs a little bit of love. Some straight up corn red. It's so weird. This brush is good. It's just got that, like I mislaid it at some point, so it's slightly bendy. Oh, that's what I need to do. Is have I ducked completely out of the camera at this point? I need to get those other guys the ring around their backpack. Although I don't know if I've even hit that on most of the other dudes. The other thing too on these is that what do you call it? This guy's missing his shoulder pads because I'm an idiot. I need to stop saying that. Sorry. I made a mistake when I assembled him and did not include his shoulder pads. And then totally forgot about it and then painted his shoulders without shoulder pads. He definitely needs some love. So he's got the skull here. So basically, I think I've got 2 sergeant models. Is the thing. And so I don't know if he needs to be my sergeant. These dudes. That was what I was going to check. Was the heavy? That's it. The heavy intercessors. I don't think I got the ring on their backpacks either, which isn't a big deal. Right. So, oops. I should put this in the sludge. I'm gonna take a drink of this. Where'd that soda go? Oh, it's over there. Real quick, I'm gonna grab a root beer. That's over here. So the problem, it's not a problem. I don't know. Like I've had a lot of people tell me how much they like this color scheme, and I think part of it is just the zones in the application. That there's a little bit of a pattern, and stuff. I mean, the colors are cool. I like the colors. So, I don't know. What do we think? I could find paint for his head. I'm basically just trying to look at stuff right now holistically. Let me turn on autofocus. So I'm at 88. I was at 88 before. And then I guess I'll turn on auto exposure too. It's a little bright though. The tank needs a bunch of work. Not the tank, the speeder. Like exposure, I'm gonna go down a couple notches. I guess 1 notch. Let's try and reset these dudes up. So I do have. Should I work on while I've got the red out? Does this guy need more red? His red's okay. He just needs more white, I think. Basically, he didn't fit in the 1,000 points. This incursor. Again, here's the original dude with those Primaris buddies. Let me turn off focus. I'm back at 88 again, but I don't want to be at it. So there's that. Okay, we've got two. That's pretty funny. So Sarah and Daisha both requested chests this time. So I don't know that anybody else should request a chest. Probably. I'm just saying, since there are two in already. I don't know that we will have more than two prizes. Well, it's a boss fight. I don't know. Just thinking, save your CP maybe. The thing I was thinking was funny was that those two players might have won the prizes anyway last time. But yeah, so we got a minute left in the boss fight. I'm just gonna keep drinking and talking about these guys. I'm pretty happy with where we're at right now, because like if you didn't know where we were at earlier, this thing is out of my control. I'm gonna not mess with it too much. I need to get a camera mount that's separate from my lamp, is the thing. Focus. So, where's it going? Oh, there we go. So if you didn't know where I was kind of what do you call it? Process wise? My point is that these three dudes fit in real well with the rest of this. I think. Is this millimeters? Is it? What does it even mean? My exposure's up now too. Boop. I don't know what this stupid thing is there. I think all of this is going to darken a little bit as it dries, because it's super bright right now. Let me get more water. More water. I don't know why I'm like really watering down base paints, but that's how I roll. I don't remember if this is. I don't remember what I did on those, on the other guys. I'll figure out his actual head later. Oh, look at my giant finger in the way. Sorry, everybody. Um, so here I'm trying to avoid. I mean, do I put, you know, like actual foot highlights? Um, I think really it's like the I hate to go this extreme, and that was a oops, whatever. Um, I'm not his face because his face is gonna be brown. I don't want to get too close to the edge. Because that should stay darker. And again, this is kind of more of a lighting pass than an edging pass. More water. Kinda. Too much water now. Sorry for the... It's hard to get around this camera. I really don't want to do the kneecaps. I'm going to put him down. Lint. Well, for everybody who is still hanging out, thank you for still being here. We're winding down here. Gonna find somebody to raid in a moment. This will be the last stream raid. I guess the tops of this is the thing. But that's so dark already. already still. um I think these guys could all use that. I'm gonna get a little bit more paint, just a little. The speeder needs a bunch of this because it's like it didn't. I don't know. It's kind of artificially dark, and I'm a little leery. Okay, good. Whew. I don't know what happened there though. It might just be interesting. That might have been paint rubbed off in the case. This is not the sergeant. See, he doesn't have. He's got the full gorget, I guess. So he doesn't have this weird block that all of these other dudes have. Which is weird. It's weird, yo. Just this little bit of white. It's not even white. This is Wreck-Red flesh. Just on the gorget there. Just does help frame the head a lot. It really pops. You know, it draws your attention to the head. It's kind of cool. Maybe I should get the dust out of my palette, you know, more often. It's freaking cotton fibers. I mean, that's easy to fix, the red. I really don't want to get into doing a bunch of blending on these guys. And crazy highlights. It's not at all part of my plan. Yeah, I see a lot of things that I need to do. But I think this is pretty cohesive in Cambria. That's one brush that I need to take care of. Right.